Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Growing Guitar, and I can almost say another episode of a song from NEFFEX, because we had it many times. If you're a fan of NEFFEX, maybe you're a gamer, I understand many gamers love NEFFEX, and you wanna have a translation into a guitar, how to handle it on guitar, just listen to it maybe, then this is the challenge to go for. Anyway, let's build up this NEFFEX portfolio with another song, Goodbye. That's the title of the song. And I must say, this differs a little bit from NEFFEX's usual songs. Maybe not how it's built up, but it's just tamer, a little bit low-key like that, and it has a good suiting title like Goodbye, okay? So this is not like an up-tempo, cool, energetic song. Alright, so Goodbye. Let's calm down a little bit and go through these chords. First, the setup. We have the capo high up on the 7th fret to handle the notes, the melodies, but also have easiest chord as possible. So that's the reason for capo high up on 7th. Now let's go through the chords, and we're going to start with C with a modification. So we're going to add on one note there. So you're going to have 3rd fret A string, 2nd D, open G, 1st B, and this added 3rd fret E string. The G note there, so that is needed for this specific song. That's the C. Next up we have G, and we have two different versions of it because the melody goes differently depending on where we are. So we're gonna go with G version 1, and that is 3rd fret E string, 2nd A, open D, open G, open B. That's the difference here for open B and then 3rd E. The second version is to add on that 3rd fret B string, okay? So in the first version, we have the open. Now in the second one, we have the 3rd fret B. Maybe you can hear the difference there. Anyway, so that will be the G2, so to speak. We're gonna call it G1 and G2, okay? That's G part. Next, we have the A minor, and that goes open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 1st B, and open E. And finally we have the F. So it's the 4 famous chords, and we're gonna end with F, which is a bar chord. So you place index finger on the 1st fret, push down all strings there, then you need to add 3rd A, 3rd D, and 2nd G. Alright, so there we have all tools. Now, like I said, we're gonna have these melodies, but first we need to learn the strumming. That's the basic, okay? So grab the first chord, C, and one string around goes like this. Okay? So it's down, down, clap, down. And a couple rounds. Okay? And we're gonna have, like, if you look into the strumming here, it's an action of 4 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that makes sense. And all of these chords has a value of either 4 or 8. So that will be very easy to just build in this strumming into whatever you're doing here, if you're gonna go for melody or just play strumming. You're gonna understand soon, but let's go into the verse play first. If you just go for strumming, you're gonna play C, 2 string rounds, then G, the first version of it with the open B string for 2 string rounds, then A minor, 1, then back to G, but now the second version with the 3rd fret B string, 1, and then you're gonna end with F2. So strumming wise, it will be C2, G2, A minor 1, G1, and F2. Okay, so just like this. C, C, G, G, A minor, G, and F. Now let's go into the melody chord by chord. We're gonna start with C, and what you're gonna do here is to play and try to hit the 3rd fret E string for all of these 8 times. Okay, so and you can do that to build it into the strumming. So When it comes to strumming then, you notice that the clap will be replacing one of these, two of these notes, because we have 2 rounds here. So the third time you're gonna play this note here, so to speak, or melody, the 3rd fret E string, that will be replaced with a clap, but also the 7th time, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, okay. Then we're gonna go over to the G part, the first version of it, and it's the open B string. And the reason for that is because that is where the melody goes right now. You're gonna play 6 times of the open B string, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then open E string and 3rd B. So that's the melody now. So if you translate that into a strumming, that will be, okay, so you're gonna play B, 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 E, and back to 3rd B. What I do here, I like the change there of the open E string. So I play the clap in the first round, but in the second round, I actually try to hit the melody instead of having that clap. So it's a kind of mixture here. That's what I prefer for this specific song, because the difference here happens on the E string and back to B, and it's very bad that a clap kind of excludes that difference that happens there, if you understand what I mean. So I play like this. Alright, so to really try to get these notes, okay? That will add, in my opinion, more to it than just having the clap, okay? Over now to the A minor. You have the A minor of 1, so that will be just to play 1 string around, and melody now goes on the 1st fret B string 4 times. So try to get that. And one technique to use here when you try to go for melodies is to try to end your strummings, your downward strummings, on the string you're trying to aim for. So the melody goes now on the 1st fret B string. Try to shorten down your downstrokes and try to exclude the E string there, because if you end on that B string, that will be the highlighted notes, okay? Okay, so that's just some technical tip there. So 4 times on the 1st fret B string. And then you go back to G. Now the melody goes on the 3rd fret B string. So that is the reason for us having the G2 version of it. 4 times of that, so. And then we're gonna end off with the F chord, and melody goes now on the 1st fret B string. And we have a value of 2 string rounds here, so that means 8 times on the 1st fret B string. So. And in a strumming pattern. So that is how you handle the verse. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna take down the tempo a little bit, so it goes like this. Alright, you're gonna play that for 4 rounds, so you can choose here, either go just plain strumming or you can try to incorporate the melody. That is the first verse. Now into the chorus, we have the same kind of principle here, same technique, just a different melody. That happens the first chorus at 1 minute and 7 seconds in. Can you hear me calling? That's where on the lyric. So we have the same chords now, C. Now the melody goes on the 3rd fret E string. You're gonna play that for 7 times, and on the 8th time you slide up or you go and hit the 5th fret E string. So it goes like this. Okay, so translated into a string pattern, it goes like this. When it comes to the 5th E string, I try to just have a short downstroke like this on the B and E. I don't go full out because that will sound crazy. We don't have any grip or chord for it to support everything there, so I just go and hit the notes and perhaps the B string as a support. Okay, so the Then you go back to the G. Now you have the G2 version, because the melody goes now on the 3rd fret B string, and the melody goes. So it's 6 times on the 3rd fret B string, 5, 6, and then open high E, and back to 3rd B again. Okay, so again, I try to get this first strumming pattern with the beat, and the second one, I want to have that open E string because the beat will come there. So I skip the beat and just go for a melody like this. Okay, then A minor. Now the melody goes on the open E string 4 times. So in a context. And then back to G. Again, you're gonna go with the G2 version because we have 4 times on the 3rd fret B string. That's where the melody goes. And you're gonna end off with F in the same way as you play in the verse, 8 times on the 1st fret B string. All right. So in a context now, all chords played in the chorus, it sounds like this. So from now on, no news. You're gonna play this 2 rounds in the chorus, and then you're gonna jump back into the 2nd verse. Okay, so yeah, we have exactly the same there, 4 rounds of that, and then you go into the 2nd chorus and play again 2 rounds of that chorus we just learned. And after that, we have just a plain outro. It's about 2 minutes and 32 seconds in. What you're gonna play here is 1 down per chord, and you're gonna pause in between the chords there, and you're gonna do it for 2 rounds, okay? And yeah, that is pretty much how you handle the song here from NEFFEX. It's called Goodbye, and it's time actually to say goodbye. I hope you enjoy this, and until next time, play tuned.